Alright, let's talk about something that's probably crossed your mind if you've been diving into the world of crypto and using Gemini. How long does it actually take for your deposits to hit your account? I mean, you've transferred your funds, hit that confirm button, and now you're staring at your screen, wondering, where's my money? Am I right? It's a question that can feel a bit like waiting for water to boil. It always seems to take longer than you expect. But fear not, because we're going to break down the ins and outs of Gemini deposit times, looking at everything from the type of deposit you're making to the various factors that can impact how quickly your funds become available. Before we dive into the specifics, let's just acknowledge why this matters. In the fast-paced world of cryptocurrency, timing is everything. A delay in your deposit could mean missing out on a crucial trading opportunity, or simply feeling that gnawing anxiety that comes with not knowing where your money is. So, understanding the timelines is crucial. Now, let's get one thing straight. Gemini offers a variety of deposit methods, and each one comes with its own set of processing times. We're talking about everything from bank transfers to cryptocurrency deposits. And, as you might expect, some methods are faster than others. Let's start with the classic, bank transfers. Specifically, we're looking at ACH transfers for those of you in the United States. ACH, or Automated Clearing House, is a common way to move money between bank accounts. Gemini, like many other exchanges, supports ACH transfers, and this is often the go-to method for funding your account with fiat currency. However, here's the catch: ACH transfers aren't instantaneous. They typically take anywhere from 3 to 5 business days to clear. That's right, business days. So, if you make a deposit on a Friday afternoon, you're likely looking at a wait until the middle of the following week. Why the delay? Well, ACH transfers involve a series of checks and balances to ensure the funds are legitimate. Your bank needs to verify that you have the funds available, and Gemini needs to ensure that the transfer is coming from a legitimate source. This process takes time. Now, you might be thinking, that's a long wait. And you're not wrong. But there are ways to potentially speed things up. For example, Gemini offers a feature called Instant ACH, which allows you to access a portion of your deposited funds immediately, even before the full transfer clears. However, there are limitations and requirements for this feature, so it's worth checking the Gemini website for the latest details. Moving on from ACH, let's talk about wire transfers. Wire transfers are generally faster than ACH, but they also tend to come with higher fees. If you need your funds in a hurry, a wire transfer might be the way to go. Wire transfers can typically be processed within 1 business day, and sometimes even faster. However, the exact timing can depend on your bank and the time of day you initiate the transfer. If you're making an international wire transfer, expect the process to take a bit longer. Now, let's shift gears and talk about cryptocurrency deposits. If you're already holding crypto in another wallet or on another exchange, you can transfer it to your Gemini account. This is often the fastest way to fund your account, as cryptocurrency transfers can be processed in a matter of minutes or hours, depending on the network congestion and the specific cryptocurrency you're transferring. For example, a Bitcoin transfer might take anywhere from 10 minutes to an hour, while an Ethereum transfer might be processed even faster. However, it's important to remember that network congestion can significantly impact these times. If the network is busy, your transaction might take longer to confirm. Another factor to consider is the number of confirmations required by Gemini. Each cryptocurrency has its own confirmation requirements, and Gemini needs to wait for a certain number of confirmations before crediting your account. This is a security measure to prevent double spending and other fraudulent activities. So, when you're transferring cryptocurrency to Gemini, be sure to check the network status and the confirmation requirements for the specific cryptocurrency you're transferring. This will give you a better idea of how long the process will take. Now, let's discuss some of the other factors that can impact Gemini deposit times. One of the most common factors is verification. If you're a new Gemini user, you'll need to complete the verification process before you can deposit funds. This process typically involves providing personal information and verifying your identity. The verification process can take anywhere from a few minutes to a few days, depending on the volume of applications and the accuracy of the information you provide. So, if you're planning to use Gemini, it's a good idea to complete the verification process as soon as possible. Another factor that can impact deposit times is the time of day you initiate the transfer. Banks and exchanges have cutoff times for processing transactions, and if you miss the cutoff, your transfer might not be processed until the next business day. For example, if you initiate an ACH transfer late in the afternoon, it might not be processed until the following morning. Similarly, if you initiate a wire transfer after the bank's cutoff time, it might not be processed until the next business day. And of course, there are always the occasional technical glitches and unforeseen circumstances that can cause delays. Sometimes, banks or exchanges experience technical issues that can disrupt the processing of transactions. And sometimes, there are external factors, such as holidays or unexpected events, that can impact processing times. So, what can you do to minimize deposit times? Here are a few tips. Complete the verification process as soon as possible. Use faster deposit methods, such as wire transfers or cryptocurrency transfers, if you need your funds in a hurry. Initiate transfers early in the day to avoid missing cutoff times. Check the network status and confirmation requirements for cryptocurrency transfers. Keep an eye on your email for updates from Gemini. If you're using ACH, understand the standard 3 to 5 business day time frame. If you use instant ACH, understand the limits and requirements. And perhaps most importantly, be patient. Remember that these processes are in place to protect your funds and ensure the security of the platform. Now, just to recap. ACH transfers typically take 3 to 5 business days, wire transfers can be processed within 1 business day, and cryptocurrency transfers can be processed in a matter of minutes or hours. But remember, these are just estimates, and the actual timing can vary depending on a number of factors. If you're ever unsure about the status of your deposit, you can always check your Gemini account or contact Gemini support for assistance. They can provide you with the most up-to-date information on your deposit. Ultimately, the best approach is to be prepared and understand the potential delays. By planning ahead and using the appropriate deposit methods, you can minimize wait times and ensure that your funds are available when you need them. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.